is a corporate time with Tom and Dan. I'm Dan.
I'm Tom.
Samantha, our producer, is here. Hello, Sam.
Hello.
So a couple things.
Yeah.
We've got Sanford Porch Fest this Saturday. We've got a porch at our AR&D.
Yep, we are porch number 14. If you got a map and you're trying to find us, but I don't think you're having any problem.
You can print the map out at sanfordporchfest.org.
Exactly, and I don't think you're having any problems finding us because we'll have a slightly, and by slightly I mean heavily decorated porch.
Yeah, and there's trolley stops all like near the different houses, and of course it's free. So just come out and we'll be at the house all day if you want to hang out with us.
Yeah.
Or people are encouraging to bring your coolers and your camping chairs.
Stroll the streets. Stroll the streets.
And then on Sunday early is Samantha's 6-year anniversary party at Rock Pit Brewing. That's at noon.
6 years of Samantha and her husband and their guests doing an independent podcast. Well done.
And then later on that day at the Improv, theimprovorlando.com, our friend and comedian David Jolly is headlining at the Improv.
Yeah, hey, that's pretty big. Thank y'all so much.
Wow, are you nervous, man, that you're doing a headlining show at the Orlando Improv?
I get nervous every time even an open mic. You're always gonna be nervous when you're serious about your craft.
Yeah. But I mean, if it's a really small crowd and it doesn't matter, less nervous, right?
What?
There's not that many people there.
And then Jolly shows up
you're
today.
like, what? No one's gonna see this.
He shows up and he's like, Dan, I brought a white woman.
Yeah.
And you did.
That made me nervous.
That's exactly what I said.
Yeah, and then
I should have warned y'all about the white woman. I'm proud.
and she couldn't find their way in here, and then Jolly's like, these dumbass white women. He didn't say dumbass. Yeah, I promise. He didn't say dumbass. I added that to make it spicier.
I like when you're racist against white people because then I can
play.
I could jump in
You wanna play?
and then openly
You
and
wanna
it's
play?
fine.
Let's play.
I'm like, yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
You're right.
That was so stupid.
Sarah's here. How you doing, Sarah?
Hey.
So Sarah, I like you already because you did something that I like when people do, and I'll explain.
Okay. I think I know where you're going.
A former guest from today brought in some homemade concoctions, some liquids.
Yeah.
I mean, they were.
They're in different bottles,
Yeah.
and like
There's like a
one of them's a Powerade,
couple of Kratom's.
Yeah. And I got the run through, and I was loosely listening.
Which the worst person to tell what's going on is Tom.
Well, we
Yeah.
mixed it all
When
up.
me and Dan were like, "What is this?" and Tom's like, "I don't know. There's
Yeah.
Kratom. There's Kava. I
There's
don't
4
know."
shot glasses,
There's
which
one
appear
that-
to be butter. 4 little shot glasses
It
of
looked
butter.
like the garlic sauce from Papa
Oh, yeah.
John's.
It does look
Yeah,
like Papa
yeah.
John's garlic.
I
That's
almost drank it.
That's apparently the strong one. They're like,
Oh.
this one now. Oh, this one is
Yeah.
blow your
Parmesan
blow your-
is
burn your
strong?
lips off.
Yeah. And then so all these different concoctions of homemade liquids in different containers. And Sarah's like, oh, I see this one says Kava. And I'm like, Sarah, listen, I just met you. I'm going to give you a warning. Some other people that I just met today brought this in for us as a gift.
I mean, we don't
seem
know
like-
where they
vouch
got
for
it.
it, yeah.
Great people. They seem like great people.
They
I
were
don't
great
think
people. Yeah, they're great.
I don't think it's poison, but
we
I
cannot guarantee it.
I cannot guarantee you.
I can't rule it out.
And Sarah looked at me. She took in the information and drank
for
it
it
like
anyway.
a
All
I'm
right.
like,
Drank
I
what?
like Sarah.
Yeah.
That
And
means
today's your birthday, right?
Yeah.
Oh, happy birthday!
Oh my God, you're gonna die on your birthday! Oh my God! I've always wanted to meet somebody who's gonna die on their birthday.
So I want that. That's how it's
No,
supposed
you
to
don't.
be. Not
No.
today, but
Jolly,
someday.
Sarah, how did you guys meet each other? What is your
Well,
connection
Jolly,
here?
this isn't your
I'm
girlfriend.
confused.
No. Sarah, she writes. She's a writer for Orlando Weekly, Orlando Magazine, and she supports the comedy community in Orlando so much to a whole nother level. And I was telling her, like, I was like, hey, I'm gonna go on my partner them show. You know what I'm saying? They gonna let me promote a little bit about my show.
Did you know you would partners with Jolly? Dave?
I did
Y'all
know.
family,
Yeah.
man.
I
You
did
know
know.
y'all
I signed a
family.
contract.
Business
Yeah.
partners.
Business partner.
No, partners, not business, but partners.
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 I'm like,
We partners.
Kratom partners.
I'm like,
Play a
Crazy
partner.
partner.
we're like your
Play
white
a
brothers,
partner.
right?
Yeah, exactly.
We're like
Exactly.
your brothers from another mother.
Yeah.
That happened to be Caucasian.
Yeah.
Podnas.
Yeah.
Partners, y'all my partners.
It'd have to be another mother and father.
Yeah.
We should throw
Yeah.
that in.
Adopted,
Yeah,
adopted.
we wouldn't come
Yeah.
out this white if it was
No.
the same father.
I'd be a little more like
How do you
Like
know
a
if one of y'all?
Mahomes.
Y'all, one of
Like,
y'all might be mixed. What if
three
you mixed?
sugars.
Tom is
three
not.
cre-
We've done the DNA test.
We come out like a Mahomes or something like that. Yeah, like
Tom is definitely 200%
Oh, yeah.
white.
Yeah. Look at those eyes.
I'm not.
That's your
I feel
dancing.
I feel like just being born in Miami makes me a
No.
little.
200%.
Yeah, but that's
I
brown.
give you one for you.
If I was
Geographically.
born in like Iowa, I'd be
300%
white.
white.
Who's whiter?
Okay.
Okay, who's whiter?
Well, we're gonna go
Me
1,000?
or Tom?
Tom.
Me.
You are whiter than Tom?
I think so.
You're pretty white.
I'm
good
Whitey
thing-
McWhiterton.
Yeah, and you're a writer. Like
Yeah.
I can't
Oh.
spell or write.
I'm so sorry to
Yeah,
hear that.
No.
Yeah.
So that brings down my whiteness. I feel.
I don't know.
Oh, that's racist.
That is racist.
Oh, that brings it back up.
You evened it out.
Even it back
You
out.
evened it back out.
Just like that.
Back to 200. All right.
Oh, man.
Done a lot of bad.
No, Sarah pretty white though, because if you see her like,
Well, she's wearing Mardi Gras beads, and that's as white as it comes, right? Only
look
white
at how
people love.
excited she getting.
Only
Yeah.
white people love Mardi Gras beads. Black people like whatever. You know, like,
That's not what I witnessed.
really?
Oh.
No.
Well,
But
I
you
mean,
gotta
like Mardi
show.
Gras around here. I'm not talking about in Louisiana, just because of percentages.
yeah.
No, she just came back from
Oh,
Mardi
really?
Gras.
And
I
then
know,
you
every year.
saw you
go
saw
every year?
black people.
Every year.
Yeah, black people with.
Yeah.
Yep.
Did you say black people are weird?
Black people are weird. Okay. I got Rich Weirdos tattoo right here.
Why that? What do you have a
Like the
roof on?
theater troupe?
Yeah.
Rich Weirdos right here.
Is that a theater troupe?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Rocky
it
Horror
is.
Picture Show.
Rich Weirdos?
Oh.
Why did you?
Weird when you find out your tattoo
Yeah.
means something.
Why did
That's
you get
crazy.
rid
I
of
mean, they're great.
Because I was having a moment one day, right? And I was having a moment, and I was like, hey, I need to go get a tattoo. And I went and got a tattoo that said, "Rich." I just felt like a rich weirdo.
Oh.
Why did you get it in Monster Magnet font? Isn't that like the Monster Magnet font?
I'm probably going to get
love
it covered up.
that.
Oh, you talked him into covering it
Oh,
up.
don't cover it up. I covered up a tattoo.
Which
You
one?
did?
Tom told
What
me
is
I
it?
Hold
was.
on. How does someone feel like a rich weirdo?
You'd have to be rich
I
first.
think,
Step one.
He was
Rich.
manifesting. He was manifesting with
But
this
That's what I
tattoo.
kind of thought he might be. Were you manifesting that you would be
basically
rich?
at that moment. I was in my 20s, but I knew where I wanted to go. I think weirdo is like,
a compliment.
we all
really.
weird a
It's
little
good.
bit, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you did something very weird
Oh.
in getting a random rich weirdo's tattoo.
Yeah.
That's pretty weird.
I got my tattoo in just a random moment.
What is
So what did you get?
Okay, so I don't know what it is.
Oh wow, you guys are
Wow.
one-upping each other with the weird tattoos.
You got to.
When I was in my 20s, so like this was like 25 years ago, I went with my roommate downtown because she wanted to get a tattoo changed to remove somebody's name or something.
Right,
No,
right.
she wanted to get the rose on her ankle more defined. It had gotten sloppy over time.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I-
after
You know how you
57
do
years.
that with your ankle tattoos? It's by pushing garbage down into garbage bags.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
roughs up
exactly.
your ankle.
It work it out.
Hey. So I went with her, and then while I was there, I looked on the wall of all these designs, and I
Flash,
said,
the Flash designs.
"I'm gonna get that one,"
All right.
and that was it. I got
It's
it.
a hatchet man.
What did you get? A BBC?
It's just a dumb little design
Like
tramp
a-
stamp.
No,
yeah.
That's in an intimate
Yeah.
spot, in an intimate area.
Not really that intimate.
I have like
Your lower back?
I can show you later in the bathroom, but I have a clover. I have a clover in my pubic bone.
Man, I hope this is
A little clover, like a little, and then right underneath it says "Lucky You."
You should.
I was really into Lucky Jeans at the time.
Is this true?
Are you
No,
sure?
not true.
Oh,
Totally
okay.
not true.
That's really disappointing.
No, I don't have that. I
I
got a
thought
lot.
we had something in
I have
common.
a lot of other tattoos, but not any on my and not any on my naughty areas.
Sarah, I'm curious to how you feel about the new AI like Chat GPT and then all the word AIs that are out there because you're a
Do you
writer.
think they're coming for your job? That's
no,
what he's
they
asking.
can't. So listen. So first of all, at this present moment, they have data up to 2021. So anything that's happened recently is very patchy.
Okay.
Another thing is the storytelling is weak. If I go to a performance, whether it's comedy or music, and I observe what's happening and I interview people and I do a bunch of research about real details and specifics around that performer and then write a story, it has so much more color and shape and holds so much interest than anything that ChatGPT can deliver.
No.
So I'm like, whatever with that.
I 100% believe that.
You gonna believe a lady swigging that kratom juice?
No. But just like fast food realized and a lot of other giant corporations, they're just like, we could do this with real chicken or pink slime.
Yeah, just streamline everything.
Let's go with whatever the cheapest option is.
I like pink slime.
And so
I do too.
So,
you know what? I love competition though.
Yeah, okay.
So I'm like, bring it, whatever it is.
But what if the competition will crush your skull?
Yeah.
Because there's no way you can never
Listen.
beat it.
Or for like you're writer for the weekly, or Mr. Weekly is like, all right, I can have
Mr. Weekly, and I call you, and I'm so annoying. Please advertise.
I can have a really good writer do the research and write a good piece, or ChatGPT in 2 seconds can just S out something, and I'll put it there, and people will be like,
Well,
I think the real winners are going to be the writers that use ChatGPT.
oh yeah.
I mean,
because
you
they're
can
like-
source good information from it. I sometimes do that.
Well, like for
But
me,
I would never use ChatGPT's tone of voice or language.
yeah, I would let
It's
it write
so
the bulk
obvious.
of it, and then I'd throw in some of my signature lines.
Okay, so the next generation of editors and writers
Makes
might
sense.
do that more.
Yeah.
But my Mr. Weekly is Matthew Moyer, who is the entertainment editor there, and he's serious about journalism and he cares about stories, and so do I, and so this is good. I don't know what'll happen
You guys
in 20
are the
years.
two that care. No one else does anymore. I don't.
It's only,
I don't
it's
feel
only
like.
y'all two, definitely.
Well, Sarah, do you think there'll be because I had this theory that like 10 years from now, when this technology gets better and better, that they'll have to preface each article be like computer written or human written, and then let society determine what they like to read more. You know what I'm saying?
They're gonna like the ChatGPT more because a lot with don't like to think.
That
It's
that's
a simple
what,
read.
See,
for
that's
sure.
what I'm afraid
it's a simple
of.
read.
Well, as
I'm at war with that.
okay, yeah, but we should be because it's the dumbing down of society. I mean, we're moving towards the damn
Could
idiocracy.
it be dumber? Could it be dumber?
It
This
can-
is
it
coming from
can-
a guy that doesn't read.
Yeah, no, it's coming from me. It
You
can
know
be
what?
dumber.
But it
We're gonna
depends
change
on-
that. I'm gonna start giving you books.
No, he'll just throw them in the
not gonna
trash.
read it.
He'll
You
just-
know what? Burn them in his bonfire.
Wait. I'm gonna start reading you books.
Okay, well
Oh my
that
God! At night,
That's gonna
what's
get
his
weird.
wife gonna say?
He's gonna think you're snoozing.
what's she
Yeah,
gonna
like
say?
the ladies at the window again.
see this. Is,
I would do that.
I-
I would do that.
I think it's going to be a tool like anything else, right? Like, why not? It's not going to be writing full articles. The article still has to be written and put somewhere by some editor, right? That's going to be the
Oh
safeguard.
no, that can all be automated.
No, I
All
know
of
that,
this
but
can be automated.
people are going to not want that. I don't think. I think.
or they care. That's
I think they will. I think
know
they
what?
already do care.
Hey,
know
I just want to let you know that Crystal got them hands. If you think you're gonna be reading the Tom, she gonna put them hands on you.
Okay, that's fair.
She is from Miami.
Yeah. I think she wouldn't mind anybody
This was
reading to
not
me.
meant to. I did not. Yo.
Sexual thing, Johnny.
I did not mean this as an intimate gesture.
Yeah, we're just joking.
damn.
We're
man.
going to do this
Oh,
at
sorry.
11 o'clock in the morning.
Oh,
Outdoors.
Yeah, well, that takes all the sex out.
I could still get a boner at 11.
Brunch
Me
sex.
too. Some would say my boners are better at 11. They call me 11 a.m. boner man.
That's a night. I'm just joking, Sarah.
Yeah,
When
we
you
just
drank
joking.
that juice, I knew you were a baller.
As soon as you started drinking, I was like, yes, she's drinking the potion.
I didn't even care. You were like, oh,
There's
anything
no alcohol
goes.
in
Rubbing
it.
your beard.
I don't know.
right?
I don't honestly.
I don't know
Actually,
what's in it.
It's
Yeah.
kava, and I feel like we should shout out whoever made it, which I don't remember, but
Is
it's
it good?
very good.
Who knows?
So if your heart
I
stops,
forgot
Who
the
knows?
name.
Yeah.
Allison Nick.
Oh yeah. Okay, so back to why people won't care. Is because
Because they're dumb.
And is because I've lived through a small portion of time where, and this happened, let's say pre-pandemic, maybe 2012 through 14. Anyway, where people just started posting videos that were fake all over, and they still do it now. But there was a time where it was like everywhere was the fake video. Remember, like even they started commercializing it, where they would fake the commercials of the football players throwing the football out of
David Beckham had a few of them.
but
they're not as bad now, right?
Well,
Which would lead me to believe that people do care.
But at the time, there was a while where you would point out that the video was fake, and then people would be like, "Yeah, but it's still funny," or something like that. I'm like, what? Doesn't the fact that it's fake eliminate any
For me,
comedy?
it does. It does, yeah.
Like, because the only reason it's funny is because you thought it was real or amazing. If it's fake, then it's a nothing. It should be, and then you should be embarrassed by the fact that you thought it was real, then reposted it, but they're not. So that tells me that there's a certain portion of society that doesn't care.
But it's
about
not the whole
anything.
portion of society.
It isn't.
And that's what I want to
But
always be here to say, is because based on everything that you say, we get to the end answer is always that people don't care and there's no way out of this.
Is it the majority or the minority? I don't know.
I think the minority.
Hey, so I had to look it up to get the names right. But there was a rapper who was signed by Capitol Records who was actually an AI fabrication, Mika.
Oh yeah, then they dropped him.
A black avatar voiced by a white
Yeah,
man.
he was signed by
It was very
Capitol. Yeah, I
controversial,
remember.
and then the label dropped.
Y'all
this
didn't hear about that?
Figment.
No.
So
Last year.
it was an AI.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So was it the
It was a whole rapper.
and the voice was AI, like a computer voice
No,
rapping, or no?
So you know what?
I remember that.
This is something to
They
read more
dropped
about.
him though. They dropped him because he said some racist stuff.
It's
well, he's
possible.
Right, of course he did.
That'd be a problem. But it was a real person that was using AI to write the raps.
You know what? This is all good questions. What they
Yeah,
might
it
have done
was-
is extracted the white guy's voice and put it into the AI, whatever the algorithm thing, and then that voice was fueled by AI lyrics.
Okay,
AI
all right.
generated lyrics.
But
could've been
Buddy was
something
hot.
like
He
that.
had like 1 million followers. He was hot.
Yeah, the fact that he had 1 million followers.
You should be
that-
able to drop a couple N-bombs with it. You know, like
He was fine as hell too. Look.
the AI.
Is it a
gotta
computer
know.
generated?
Yeah, I didn't know what you were talking about.
All right, what is going
Strangest
on right
segment
now?
ever.
Well, it goes to like you start getting into like deep fakes and stuff, and like even where they've been doing this with Photoshop, with like putting celebrities' faces on different nude bodies and saying, "Look at this is this celebrity nude,
They
but it's
did
not
it
real."
in the Super Bowl. Didn't they do a Breaking Bad commercial that was just their like changing things just a little bit from the series, and
They just
like
took-
Walter White's like holding Doritos.
Yeah.
or something,
They
you know,
use it,
like-
yeah. Well, that tells me that we'll get to the point where you can't distinguish whether it's AI or real life.
I wonder if that will amplify
the
people
concept
wanting.
here is that there's such a thing as social evolution, which I reject. We're not going to keep going. There was a time when people used guillotines to behead others. I'm sure that still happens,
You
right?
use lasers now.
And that doesn't mean that
Yeah,
that's the
lasers.
direction that society is going. It
You
means
ever
for a
seen The
period of
Boys?
time people
Okay.
were strange, and then they stopped doing that mostly, and they found other creative ways to kill each other.
I like that theory that that.
Here comes a here's why you're wrong.
no.
I
we
get
go,
this all the
baby.
time.
Here
You're
we
gonna
go.
love this. You're gonna love
Here
this.
we go.
And he's never gonna ever admit that he could be wrong.
No, I will. But
This sounds like a challenge.
I like the having an optimistic view towards the future and being like, well, maybe it's not all bad. Like the when they recently invented fusion, or at least proved that they could do it.
Right.
And I was like, whoa, that tells me that there's hope for our future. We're not going to pollute our Earth till death. That maybe we can start using
Come on, get going.
fusion energy, and then it's some sort of hope, because all I've been fed for the past 20 years is, look, we're dying. Look at this ice.
No,
we're
they're still
melting,
doing it now.
dying, melting, dying. And then it's like, and there's nothing we can do unless we stop, emissions by 50% by the year 2025. I'm like, well, that ain't happening. Like, I'm looking around. I'm like, not doing it. And so I do want, optimistic stories, but I also believe that people are lazy, and they'll do whatever the laziest thing is inherently, for the most part. And then it's like, if we start using computers and like robots and everything to do, I feel like will continue to go that route rather than stand and say hey, hold on, society,
enough is enough.
Like, let's do the hard thing.
We gotta
here.
draw a line in the sand.
Like, we have to do the hard thing as human beings to make ourselves better. Like, let's all do. And I just don't believe
it could
the people.
happen differently. Let me
Okay.
pose a theory or an idea, just a figment of my imagination.
All right.
It's possible that people will get like stupider and stupider, right, and more like sheep. And just do whatever, and then some really
Sheeples, I've heard this.
yes, and then
I've been
some
called this, maybe.
really smart leader comes along and says, "I'm going to take advantage of everybody's stupidity by making them do really smart things, and I'm going to get them to read, and I'm going to make them feel that the only way to be successful is to be an avid reader." I like that kind of leader.
Or you
If there's no money or followers who give
There's
you
money.
free sex behind leaders,
Free sex for everybody who reads a book
said
with
the new
Jolly.
book. It's the new book.
No, I'm not having sex with all them people.
look at every
That's
leader.
way too many. I don't want them all them bodies on me.
Every leader
I'm
that
in a
I've seen
relationship.
has been
I mean, not
motivated
now,
by
in the
money.
past.
Okay.
Anyway, sorry, I don't know how we got on this topic.
I mean, we're getting in. We're diving in here deep. Jolly shows up with a random white lady from the Weirdo. I don't know what's happening.
So Jolly,
I'm not that random. We are very good friends for
No,
real.
that's my partner for real.
well, and what kind of business, or just back
Again,
to,
It's like the sense
Just
we were
life
talking about
itself.
before. We really, from the get, really connected, understood each other,
Yeah, in the beginning.
knew a bunch of people in
She
common,
helps me
too.
with a lot of stuff I got going on. Like my social media is going crazy.
What's going on with your social media? What's been going on?
Like every time I drop something, it's like 90,000 views in like 2 days.
a lot.
really.
Like it's going crazy.
That's good.
Well, teach me how to do that.
Yeah. Teach me
because,
how to Dougie.
Yeah, because I think I turn that into some money.
Hey, hey, we need to talk about that.
Yeah, okay, all right.
No, I'm serious.
We're here. We're
Like,
talking.
'cause y'all-
Let's talk.
That's what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
we're talking.
I can turn it into some money here.
But it's like it's going crazy and like
You gotta
like,
stop saying the M word though. Like that.
the N word.
No, the M word.
Yeah, for little people.
Yeah.
You say it a lot.
yeah.
I can't say that.
No, you can say
You
it.
can say
Yeah,
it, but
yeah.
I'm saying it's bad for
For
the
business.
for the bottom line of the business.
get what
You
you're
know,
saying.
I
Yes.
need to get some sponsors in there. You know, you
Call them-
gotta tone it down.
I call them the smaller unfortunate. You can call them that. Or unfortunates. What about unfortunates?
So
That's a better name.
when you post, what gets the most hits when you post? It's the M word. I knew it.
I don't. But you
Damn it.
It's the number one. Yeah.
But I never
all
say
your
the
videos
M
are
word.
just you. It's okay. Here's how
I
your
never
video,
say
I
the
watch
M
your
word.
videos all the time, maybe exclusively.
Have I
too.
said the M word a couple times?
No, but all of the features in your videos, it starts with an unfortunate person doing something, dancing, rubbing their belly, in a wheelchair. They're pointing their canes at the sky or something, and then it cuts to you, and you're like, I knew you like it. I'm like, and I laugh and I laugh and I laugh. That's how simple I am.
That's hard to sell.
You know-
that goes back to our theory of society dying.
It's hard to get SunTrust or Truist to buy.
It is like I know you lied.
Like this person's got a cane.
Double canes in a wheelchair and was rubbing her belly.
They're like, I can't give money to that.
That's good times. Though.
I know
Yes.
90,000, but
That's taken away
zero
from
money.
us being Americans. I think we can't be Americans anymore.
Oh, you can be.
Remember you can laugh at that?
I know who this sounds like.
Remember you can smoke
my tattoo?
cigarettes at Quincy's? Remember you can smoke cigarettes in Quincy's?
I don't remember that.
How old
But
are
I-
you? You smoke cigarettes in Quincy?
I remember you can smoke cigarettes in Burger King.
Yeah, right?
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, they took that away.
They took
They're taking everything.
They trying to
Wow.
take everything.
Hold on, I
King
can
cigarettes.
monetize
Who's
that.
they?
American.
Who is they? They take
They,
everything.
the system, baby.
Oh God, it's good to name names.
When white people say they, I know who they mean.
I know.
I
Yeah,
think
see
they
your
are
point.
the white people.
Yeah, the
I
government.
think
Yeah.
we figured
The
it out.
government, the whites.
I think it's really good to name names. I think that as long as
Whoa,
it's
whoa.
nebulous.
Well, I want to scream Obama, but I can't anymore.
Yeah, you can't. You know,
I
it
don't
don't
know
make
where that
sense.
guy's at. He just windsurfed into the. Where did he go?
So, Jolly, how'd you get the headline gig at the Improv?
Well, you know, like, I guess my numbers going pretty good, and like Krista is a good friend of mine.
Yeah.
Like Krista is an everyday friend of mine. Like
Chris
I joke.
Hispanic, wonderful lady.
Yeah, I joke a lot on Facebook, like, hey, Krista just cussed me out, and it's because Krista just cussed me out. But that's from a friend standpoint, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like she was like, hey, you gonna be the first one because they, it's scheduling when they book the shows.
Yeah.
So she threw it to me, and I was like, let's do it.
As simple, I'm friends with the owner.
He's giving you the Tom Man. He's giving you the Tom Man.
Oh, now I see how frustrating it is.
That's my partner.
Do you guys know Krista's backstory? The story that I heard is that
It's her story to tell.
she worked at a restaurant.
Whoa.
She worked
Quincy's.
at the
I
restaurant.
She worked in a Quincy's, and you were in
She's
there.
the one that stopped the smoking.
And you were
And I was
smoking,
in there
and
smoking
she was
cigarettes.
like, stop, and she cursed you
And
out.
doing cocaine.
She was serving
It was definitely
tables
cocaine
at the
involved.
Improv.
At
At one point, and now she has such beautiful energy.
Oh,
She
yeah.
really has such love for comedy.
I love her
We've
hair.
known Krista
She has a
for
beautiful hair.
a long time. yeah.
yes.
I don't know. I'm just being silly.
No,
Yeah.
the hair's nice.
No, Chris is awesome.
Nah, Chris is dope. That's my partner.
When you headline the Improv, and you've headlined other shows or whatever, the standard is you got to have 45 minutes, right?
Yeah.
And but that's the rule? You can't have less than that, or it's not considered.
Could
a
you
headline.
give away some of your minutes? Like, could you walk in and you can go, okay, feature. You get an extra 10 because
Yeah.
I'm running light tonight. And then the guy before that, the opener, I'll give you an extra 10 because I'm not feeling it tonight. And I'm just going to do a solid 25.
Well, yeah, that's a possibility. I mean, you're able to do that.
Why
but
can't everybody have the equal amount of time? And then it's a little easier on everybody.
Well, it might be terrible for the audience.
Yeah, because
Could
like
be.
when
That's
you
just a
when
chance
you
we're gonna take.
when you're like the host and then you got a guest spot, that person a guest spot for a reason because he probably only got 5 minutes
There's
of
levels to
of
this
nothing.
thing.
You know what I mean?
Okay, I want to ask you about something, Jolly. I was talking to some friends when we were camping this
Your
weekend.
partners?
My partners. And
Partners.
partners.
Hi.
Partners.
Like podcast.
Say it, Tom. Partners.
Howdy, partner. That's what he wants
Is
to
it
do.
an A at the end or a hard R?
It's an
Hard
A.
R. It's like, we
Partner.
should have named our listeners Podners.
Partners.
Yes, it's
That's
not
a
too
better.
late.
It's
Partners.
better than BDM.
It's too late.
Yeah.
It's better than big.
Y'all could be partners.
Podners.
So we were talking about, and I forgot what comedian it was, but a friend of mine recently saw a really big comedian, and they said they were disappointed with their set, and the opener was better. And then I was like, I had a similar experience when I saw Seinfeld, where the opener of Seinfeld was funnier than Seinfeld was.
Right.
And then we started talking about that, and I was like, I wonder if it's because they've been rich and famous for so long that it's impossible to get the reps in that you need to be super tight and really like a killer on stage, and they're, they sell that stuff because of their name, similar to the YouTubers, right?
Yeah.
You sell that stuff for your name, you still have reps, and you're still a comedian at heart, but it's like it's impossible for your set to be that, or at least as good as your opener, because your opener probably is grinding the road.
He way hungrier.
Yeah,
he here every night. He in the mic every night.
But there's one more thing I'd add in there. I'd say that, like Seinfeld, again, not as many reps as the opener, and again, hungrier. But what if you, like Seinfeld, he's hit such a high level of success that I don't know if he could ever be bigger than his own hype surrounding his own name. Like you say the
something
name
better.
right, you do, and it's your own mind's screwed up amplification. Like he could never come in and deliver the perfect set to you. Here's a case in point. All of my friends that go when Dave Chappelle would roll through town, or they go and see big comedians, I always go, "How was it?" And they'll be like, "It's pretty good. It was good." They never say, "Oh my God,
it was killer."
It crushed, because I think the anticipation of going,
their name is bigger than the show could ever be.
And the show can never be.
Yeah.
Wow,
The best sets are when the comedian delivers the monster within them, is my take on it, which I see.
God, that sounds so fancy.
I see Jolly as having
Delivering
that.
the monster from
and
within.
when he's at the Improv coming up here, I think that's what he's going to bring.
His
But
monster.
I think that it's exhausting to be a monster, to just be a killer like that.
Tom
on
and I were
stage.
monsters once when we quit.
And because you get to a point where you want to be comfortable, and Jerry Seinfeld could not be more comfortable.
Yeah, well, and also your life is so bizarre because you've been so rich and famous for so long that how could you relate to anybody else? Like your life is the most, but like only less than 1% of the entire world could even relate to how rich and famous you are. So how can your set be relatable at all to the average person going to your show?
You could choose to immerse yourself in grounding experiences that keep you really connected
But
to
I
the
mean,
people.
That's
you talking
hard
about
to do.
Oh, man,
billions
when
of
you have time
dollars.
to do that, I'm rich.
Also,
Yeah,
you
I'm
can't even
rich.
be
Like,
around
you
people.
can't.
You
You
Jerry
can't be
Seinfeld-
around regular humans.
Yeah, Jerry Seinfeld can't be around people. Even Kevin Hart can't be around
I
people.
completely disagree. He could
No.
go to the bodega. He could do whatever.
But and what? And
Maybe a
get
Jerry
raped?
Seinfeld.
Could go to the maybe the bodega, but
Something
Kevin Hart
bad's
couldn't
gonna
go
happen
the
to
bodega.
him. Something bad's gonna happen to him.
Well,
You
if he
think so?
well,
If you
it's dangerous.
if
yeah,
you're
there's
at that
crazy
level,
people.
that's a whole nother level of stardom.
I think
Yeah,
he just
yeah.
gets mobbed.
Being
Yeah.
in danger is a grounding experience. I recommend it.
Yeah, but how is it
God,
relatable to any? Like you're like, I went to the bodega and immediately I was surrounded by 30 people
Yeah,
taking
they're just
their cell
screaming
phones in
at
my
him.
face, and then it's like, well,
And they're like, hey,
I
look,
can't relate
look
to
right
that.
here, look right here. They got your
Yeah,
face.
yeah.
Hey,
It's
look right
weird.
here, look right here, look at the thing.
So I think
It's
success
a different
over the
level.
long term is counterintuitive to being successful in stand up, right?
I agree.
You can't do it.
Yeah, I think
it's why Eddie Murphy never went back because he realized he's smart enough to realize like I'll never be as good as I was.
I hit the tip top.
Nobody
Yeah.
because everybody would compare me, and plus I've been so bizarrely rich and famous for 30 years that even what I find funny is different.
Also, he
Right?
took time
Yeah.
off. Right. He's take time. He raised kids, lived a completely different life, been married.
A sheltered life.
Yeah.
You cannot
Acted.
you cannot live amongst society when you're that rich or famous.
But-
Like it's just impossible. You
I
can't
just
even.
don't know.
No,
you know
like,
what it is.
Until I've tried it, I don't know.
Yeah,
You know what it is about stand up? Like the more and more you do it, like you're at the host level, they paying you the host, they paying you the feature, they paying you the headline. But like people forget about the love of it. Like the love of it is to watch like this guy over here, this joke has been terrible for 3 weeks. I listen to it every time. It's the love of like your fellow comedians, you know?
Yeah.
Like
The
you watch-
community.
like,
You're
I-
big on that too, Jolly.
I like to watch a joke suck for 4 weeks, and I'm going to laugh because it sucks.
Mhm.
And then when it start getting good, it's like, oh, all right. Now you got yourself something. But, I mean, it's the community of comedy itself. That's the love that I have. You know, like, I love, like, all the young comedians right now that's fire. They be like, hey, man, we mess with Jolly because he used to tell me, hey, man, I'm talking about getting paid when I suck at comedy. And he'd look me in my eyes and say, hey, you suck at this.
Now,
I don't know what that meant, but I felt
No,
the
I'm just
passion
saying,
in it.
like you suck. Like you don't worry about no money yet. Get good at it.
Don't worry, be happy.
Like, cause some people be like, hey, I care about your feelings or whatever. I don't care about your feelings. Get good at it.
yeah,
There
yeah,
is
well,
no try. Like Yoda said, try not. Do. You got to do it.
what-
Absolutely.
Yeah, some people will never be good, Jolly.
You were trying to fix this, weren't you?
What do you mean?
The interview. You were
What?
trying to fix it. I can feel it.
I'm fixing it.
Yeah.
Is it getting wild?
No. But
Is it good?
No.
Yeah,
It's not good. It's
No,
something.
it's good. No, it's good. It's good. We're joking. We have no idea.
You want
we
to?
have no idea.
There's no way to tell.
It's
No one can
impossible.
ever.
No way to know.
It's impossible to tell.
I thought this was good.
It is.
good. No one said it was bad.
Or it's real bad.
Or it's horrible.
Yeah. We have no idea.
It's
No idea.
always that. That's Yoda.
Yeah. It was just put it out there. It was
And then
someone-
we'll hear about it for sure. Or we won't. That's the thing.
I mean, no. Even most of the time, you don't. No one ever says good or bad. It's just I'm like, well.
To finish out this segment, would you guys help us with a couple of voicemail messages?
Oh, that's so exciting.
Would you like to do that? I feel like you would be, as a journalist, you would probably be better at this than anybody.
What is,
Oh.
Can you set this up for me? I don't know about this. What am I doing?
No, we're just.
Yeah,
we
hold
answers
on.
the question.
Tom's going to say something, and then maybe I'll get these
I
loaded.
want to talk about journalistic integrity.
Oh.
So
Oh my God,
there
this
is
is so
none.
exciting.
So if, let's say, you're writing a story on podcasting in Orlando, right? And I want you to write about us and like give us a lot of
Give us the juice.
compliments and stuff, even though you may not feel that way. But then I just bribe you to do so.
Absolutely not.
Oh no?
Pay to play is a no.
Okay.
Oh.
Now.
But so many people do it.
yeah.
I'm
Now,
not doing it.
There's an amount of money I feel like you would do it.
No.
No
there's
amount?
No amount?
No.
If we just set that in a briefcase and they open it up and there's like $25,000 in there,
Definitely not.
$1 million. I'll do anything for $1 million.
Yeah.
Anything.
$1 million
Anything.
you do it.
No.
Anything. You know
That's
what
what they all say. Yeah. Jolly, you do anything for $1 million.
I'm pretty sure it's close to anything. Like, not nothing super gay.
But just Gay Junior. Just Gay,
Gay
Junior.
Junior.
Yeah,
Right.
Gay Junior.
I had. Listen.
I will go.
I mean, what's
I
the
will
gay-
go
what's
gayer
the
than
gay-
gay people.
Oh my God.
I would ask Brendan O'Connor, what's the gayest thing I can do, and he'd give me some top 3.
Yeah.
I'll pick one.
$1 million. Like, you know.
It's
I
$1
want
million.
to tell a story to illustrate how I feel about the integrity issue.
Okay.
A little
All right.
one.
All right.
Not long. So I do publicity also, right, for entertainers. And I had a client, a publicity client, and then an opportunity came up where I was going to be able to write about her in a story. But because she's my client, I couldn't do it. So I let her go as a client because the story was more important to me. And I pointed her to another publicist.
So you just didn't want to do anything gay?
There it is. There it is. You saved it.
What you saying is you didn't want to do nothing gay?
Now,
That's what I heard.
could you make the
Just Gay
argument?
Junior. Just go Gay Junior.
Gay
It's not a big
Junior.
deal. Gay Junior is just you put your hand on a man's leg. Oh, woman. Oh, woman.
Can you make the
A
argument
pet kiss. That's not
that
gay.
someone could have too much integrity, or
Yes.
and then their own integrity is hindering
My wife
their
doesn't have
life.
too much integrity. Like she'll stand there and she'll be like, "Well, rules are rules. I've got to die." And I'm like, "No, you don't. No, you don't." And she's like, "I'm dying."
Like, who are you doing this for? Yourself?
Yeah,
Save yourself!
Yeah, Andrea wouldn't. Andrea would be like, "I'd rather die than break
You're
the
like,
rules."
take the $1 million from Tom and Dan, just
Yeah,
write the piece. No one cares.
exactly.
Like
Nobody knows.
Yeah, nobody knows.
Listen, I have journalistic integrity, but I do a lot of bad things. So it
Ooh, give us
balances
your bad
out.
things. What are your bad things?
Or one, drinking the poison.
Yeah. How do you feel right now? How do you feel right now?
I feel great.
I noticed.
Okay.
I noticed there's a lot of juice left in that cup.
'cause
Something must.
I
have-
feel inspired, motivated, and smart.
Oh, I bet it's scratching on your underwear, isn't it? Straight up diarrhea. Here we go.
You know, so that's what everyone will remember about this segment is that. Way to bring the way down.
I would like to thank Tom Van, and he just made me lightheaded and laughing. I just laughed so hard.
That
We,
was
we were
brilliant.
waiting for someone to come in and drink the juice so we could figure out if we could drink
Yeah.
it.
We can
So
die.
you're all right?
Yeah.
You're all right?
Yeah, yeah.
Hold on, you sniffed. What's wrong? You got sniffles? What do you got? You got the Omicron?
No.
That'll cure it. That's
What's
not
Omicron?
it's too.
It's like COVID
No,
to
no.
the second degree.
Don't talk about it. It's not even.
That's a thing
Oh
out
wait,
there?
that's
Omicron?
probably we can't talk about.
No, you can talk about it.
Oh my God, I just felt like you were giving energy that we shouldn't.
No.
There's no energy.
It's the kava.
yeah. Oh, you feel all right? You're blacking out?
So, Jolly, we could end on this. You were telling me that I should never do kava. Why?
Wait, the voice messages.
Oh, you want?
We're done with that. We're back to
I don't
kava.
want to take time away from.
Do you
Jolly,
want a
though. I'm
voice
not trying to
message?
do that.
Jolly, will you drink this stuff in the salad?
No, don't make him drink the
Nah,
butter.
I ain't doing
because
that.
that's
That's the
some,
strong
there's some
one.
yellow butter in
What?
there.
Yeah, let's try that.
And you got to scoop it into your
Yeah.
mouth, and then I don't know. And
What is like a shot of butter?
Yeah. But they said it's like taking a Valium.
Yeah, they said it's like taking
And I was
a-
like, well, I've never heard of that.
like taking a Valium. It could be like taking a
let's
Valium
do
or
it.
taking
Let's do
30
it.
Valium.
Yeah, but they said your tongue will
Will
get
you-
numb.
Your
And-
tongue?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I don't want that.
And you won't be able,
That's what I said.
to breathe out of your nose for a couple hours.
Yeah, but they said it was good.
Yeah, they said it take your.
If you take a shot of it,
Yeah, that's all it is.
It'll-
but,
It's like-
but it'll go numb.
And
Yeah,
they
yeah.
said something about numb.
Like
I
it
can't
numbs
remember
your
exactly.
mouth out.
Will you pass away?
I mean, I can't tell you
You
couldn't.
know, I mean, we know who came in. They were
I
on
mean,
the
I will tell
show.
you this: if we gave
I'll
it to
try
you
it.
and you did pass away, I would be scared. Because it's coming. I would call
Yeah.
Mo. I'd be like, "It's happening!"
Oh, he
I
ain't
try.
taking our
Yeah,
I try.
I would immediately call Andrea. I'd be like, "You gotta put everything in your name. Put everything in your name."
calls.
I already did that. Do
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
I'll tell this. Do you know my scooter? The one on the 1959 Vespa I'm working
You
with?
just bought that.
No, I've had it for years, but I ripped the engine out of it. I'm putting in an electric swing arm, but
Nice.
it's never been in my name.
Yeah.
Because we put it in Andrea's name because I short sold and everything.
I like that.
Yeah. So it's just kept it in her name.
That's a very cocaine cowboy
Yeah.
type of thing
Very
to do.
Florida.
You put everything in your wife's name because
you got to keep it Florida, baby.
Well, yeah, because what your business dealings are like suspect. So like at any time you can be doing some time.
I also like that she's tied to it, so when they really get down to the nitty gritty, she does time to it. I like that. That's
no,
love.
you gotta have her have no idea.
No. But she still goes to prison.
No. The news shows up and she's like, I had no idea.
She never knew.
Yeah.
Oh, she knew.
Yeah, because there's some.
She knew. There's a picture of her on MySpace holding an AR.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Did you have a MySpace?
Yes.
Did you hold guns on your MySpace?
No.
Did you put up any sparkly marijuana leaves?
No.
On your MySpace?
No.
Are you a marijuana proponent or anti?
I have my medical marijuana card.
Okay.
That's what you're wondering.
Hey, so you got a little,
Yeah, you be
L4,
rolling-
L5?
I got my medical marijuana card, and we smoke weed together.
All right.
Okay.
What'd you put for
Can
your
we say
ailment?
that on?
You can take your medicine together.
Yeah,
right?
you
We
got a
take
card.
medicine together. Yeah, my bad. I'm sorry.
No,
And we
doesn't
both
matter.
have less depression and anxiety as
Yeah.
a result.
I have more.
You know what? They should just put the one that everybody checks, the first one, because you have to scroll through a lot of diseases before you find.
Well, they should just put other at the top so we can all check that.
Yeah,
and then it won't
and then
matter.
everybody
They first
good.
want to test you for PTSD. They want to tell everyone they have that. I was like, no, I don't have it. And if
You-
I
you
do,
do?
I don't want that on my medical record.
What do you mean?
I don't
Oh,
even. I
there's
don't
no
think,
medical records involved with this
Yeah.
one.
Yes, there are.
No.
Hey, look,
No,
look.
this is all going in the database.
No,
Give
no.
me a break.
Medical marijuana. It's a lady named Judy, and you give her like $60, and like they don't keep track of that. I'm telling you, they don't.
I did it a different way. I don't know what he's talking about.
What's her name? Judy. That's all I want to know is
Gay
what
Dr.
her name is.
Judy.
Gay Junior Judy.
Judy, Gay Junior Judy.
So wait, what was this with the voice messages?
Well, we don't have time at this
Let me
point.
give her one. Let me give her one.
Okay,
Let me give her one. All right, so they're just people leave us voice messages like this one. Like this one right here.
What up, guys? It's the Barry Joe. Y'all are talking about hard to buy tie-dye. I was up in this cool little hippie town, New Hope, Pennsylvania, years back, and they had a hot sauce shop, and right next door was a tie-dye shop, and like every inch of the walls was covered in tie-dye shirts. You walked in, and they had a table with a little fridge with mixers and a bottle of vodka, and there was just this big fat old hippie dude with like tubs that just looked like I don't know, they'd been doing tie-dye in them for like 50 years or something, and that was a cool little spot. If you ever get the chance, check out New Hope. That's a cool little hippie place.
There you go. See?
Okay.
New Hope. New. Go to the
Think
New
they
Hope.
still there?
Go to the. No, they're not there anymore.
Oh.
That old man passed away. Probably had diabetes.
The small shop where the owner, is like into all the stuff that he sells.
There used to be one down on Ivanhoe area. There's like I remember going in there. There's always an old man with like gray dreadlocks wearing some sort of like a Applejack hat. And he's like, hello, come see my creation.
Yeah.
You're looking at his weird
That is not his voice.
art.
It was.
But
It
you know
is.
what
I
I'm
know the
talking
guy. I
about.
know
You know
who
the
you're
guy I'm
talking
talking about.
He talks like that?
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
but you go in there and you're looking at all the stuff and you're like, how do you survive?
But I like it when the owner of the store is the stereotype to what you believe, like comic book guy, like the Army Navy is the guy with the one arm, the Lieutenant Dan. You know what I'm saying? Like
he's only racist when he knows he can be.
like I like that, and we don't see it that often
No.
anymore. It's,
Like the guys who be having like who you talking about with the gray dreadlocks?
Well, normally it's like an old white guy who followed the dead. He's fatter. He
definitely-
wears Crocs. He wears sweat shorts. He's got on a tank top.
tie-dye.
Tie-dye. Everything's tie-dye. He has the gray dreads. He has an Applejack hat, little glasses, bunch of beads and necklaces. He turns around and you can hear him chingle-changling.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
he's like, hello. It's like,
But you-
hey, what's up, man?
You know what's
Welcome to
crazy?
the store.
He used his grandfather's inheritance to that. That's what he blew it on.
No,
That sucks. I bet his grandfather is turning over in his grave.
The downtown retail area in New Hope, Pennsylvania does sound amazing, though.
You been there?
Well, it's just the way he described it with all these little shops in one area. And
We
they're
should
so
start doing
eccentric.
voicemails with them every week. I'm gonna work this up. I'm gonna work
Yeah,
this
hey
up.
man, you know I'm here every day if y'all call me.
Okay. There you go.
Y'all my partners.
We got to get out of
Playa
here.
partners. I brought Mardi Gras beads, so I'm going to leave those behind. It was
all
really
right.
fun
Thank
to
you.
meet you guys. Jolly. I love that you brought me with you. Thank
Yeah,
you.
these my partners. I knew they wouldn't mind. These my partners.
Sarah, where can people read your, all your writings?
If you go to sarahkinbar.com,
Okay.
recent articles, you'll see my story with the Lumineers. That was fun.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah.
And
Yes,
That's
that.
And again, the Improv Orlando, Jolly will be headlining this Sunday. Get your tickets. And who else is on the bill with you?
Hey, I got my dog Andresia Baker.
Woo!
I got
I love Andresia.
I got Desmond Atkins. I got
So
Shaw
funny.
Smith.
Oh, he's
I got
great.
Eddie Green coming from Palm Beach.
There you go.
I got Ash Cash. I got Kevin Dean hosting.
Ooh, Ash Cash.
Yeah, it's gonna be a dope show.
Kevin.
Like if y'all don't mind, if I put the link up there.
Do
you
it.
know.
Yeah. Put the
And-
link up in the
and-
medium page.
Yeah, on it. If y'all don't mind. you
Yeah,
know.
yeah. No, we can do it.
But if y'all
Daniel Mines.
if y'all go to the link and y'all put DJ Bogo in, you can get buy one get one
Who's
free.
DJ Bogo? No, David Jolly Bogo. I get it.
Oh, okay.
Is that
Thank
your?
y'all, man.
That should be your DJ name, DJ Bogo.
You think I should be a DJ?
It's
You used
easy.
to be
The
a
computer
DJ?
does
Yeah,
it all.
A little bit. I dabble.
Why you don't dabble no more?
No, I gotta sell those things, man. That's I ain't got room for all that. We gotta get out of here.
Okay.
All
Bye, guys.
That's the way we do it.
That's the Irish goodbye.
shit was fucking
Where does that go?
Thursday.
Thursday.
Y'all are so fun. Oh my God, you guys are so
That was
smart.
good.
Well, thanks for being here.
Thank
Was
you.
that good energy?
Yeah.
I like the way
It was
like,
weird energy.
Yeah, that's what we like, though. It's just, we
don't have
fuck
anything,
around.
right?
No.
That was dope.
Oh, you did bring beads.
Oh yes. Had to do it. This is toward the end of the parades. They throw the whole bag and try to nail you in the face. with it.
Jesus.
Oh, really?
It's aggressive.
It's like a whole thing. My daughter got hit like that.
Oh no.
Couldn't believe it. Should I put them out, or do you guys just want to do this?
It's very kind of you.
You just put them out there.
Like I be telling Sarah, I was
Can I
like,
get a picture with all of you?
yeah,
Yeah, let's do it.
I fuck with Tommy Dan. She on Orlando magazine too. She be showing us a lot of love, like the comics.
Yeah, that's good though,
Yeah,
man.
we
Are we
had-
doing any more today?
That's it.
I need intros.
Bye, guys.